But don't let this trap get you and cause you to spend more money than you need to. Sing and dance and get on out the store. Hey my Sky Savers, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim and this is World of Sky, a world for women and moms looking to save money and get the most bang for your buck. And today we're talking about grocery store traps that are costing you more money. We'll talk about the store's layout and how they're trapping you. They are trapping you, us. Well, I'm kidding, kind of. We'll talk about some things that you may not have known regarding the grocery store layout and some traps that they have put in place. And then you can be mindful the next time that you go in practicing how to avoid them and avoid unnecessary spending. The layout of the grocery store is strongly driven by marketing efforts. The goal of the store is to encourage impromptu purchases, therefore they make what? More money. Did you ever notice that the eggs and the milk are in the back of the store? Think about that. Think about your local grocery store that you shop at frequently. Where are the eggs and the milk located? In the back. There's a reason for that. They want you to walk through their entire store on your way to pick up your eggs and your milk in hopes that you will purchase something along the way. And 9 times out of 10, you'll pick up something else that you did not intend to purchase. Also note the general layout of the store. On the perimeter or the outside of the store typically houses your produce, your meats, your dairy items. Once you start to get into the middle of the store, that is when you have a lot of packaged foods and processed foods that are more expensive. So shop the perimeter of the grocery store and only go into that middle trap if you absolutely need something from that area. Okay, before we get into the nitty-gritty of these traps at the grocery store, please make sure that you do subscribe to my channel. I'll wait. Okay, let's get into it. The first thing is shelf placement. We're talking when you walk down the aisles and you're looking at the shelves where the items are placed on the shelf, okay? The most expensive items are strategically placed right at eye level, right so you can see them. Why? Because it's your natural reaction to grab what you see that is right in front of you. So this is prime real estate on the grocery store shelves, and manufacturers pay a premium to put their products right in front of your eyes. And though that may be good for their pockets, it's not good for your pockets. So what I suggest is be mindful, look up higher and lower on the shelves if you're looking for the best value. The second grocery store trap is these oversized shopping carts. You notice that the shopping carts are getting bigger
and bigger and bigger?
Well, that's intentional. The logic behind this is the bigger the cart is, the less full it looks. And so you may feel like you need to grab more items to fill up your cart. Therefore, the grocery store makes more money. They win and you probably leave with more stuff than you intended to purchase when you entered the grocery store. So the trick to this is to use one of these smaller shopping carts. You know those little cute ones? I love those little shopping carts. Or grab a basket if you only need to get a few items. This will reduce you overloading your cart with a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need because you won't have room in your cart or your basket. I always laugh when I see these people that have all this stuff in their arms, carrying it through the grocery store, dropping things. But actually, now that I think about it, they're the smart ones. You know, they're only getting what they can carry and therefore they're not doing any excess spending. They are smart. The third trap is the bakery. When you walk in, the bakery is typically to the right at the grocery store entrance. All of those delicious smells that you smell coming from the bakery, the bread and the cakes, everything, the donuts, they smell so good. And it's intentional. They want the delicious smells to start making you hungry. And when you are hungrier, you will buy more items from their store. To avoid this trap, make sure that you eat before going to the grocery store or have a pretty hefty snack so that you're not hungry when you get in there. Even though you will still smell those delicious smells coming from the bakery, your stomach will be full and you'll be satisfied. That way you're not grabbing additional items that you really don't need simply because you're hungry. The fourth trap is end cap displays. We're talking about the displays that are at the end of the aisle, so they're typically kind of on the main aisles on the outside. Those are the end cap displays. And those are prominent spots for manufacturers to place new or very popular items. Okay, so what's the trap here? It's the fact that because they're on an end cap display, you and I think that they're on sale, right? We think that they have this great spot in the grocery store, and so there must be a good deal, and they have a ton of products, so they must be trying to unload and sell all of these products, so it has to be a good deal, right? That's not what they're doing. Oftentimes these items are not on sale at all. I mean, at all. So do not assume that these items are on sale just because they're on this cute little display. Make sure you're paying attention to the price tag to see if the item is actually on sale or not. The fifth trap is the pharmacy. So if you need to fill a prescription at the pharmacy where you're grocery shopping at, make sure that you drop your prescription off first. The stores know that if you have to wait around to have your prescription filled, you'll start browsing and looking at different things, and you'll most likely buy some additional items. So that is intentional. Make sure that you drop your prescription off first, do your grocery shopping, and by the time that you're done grocery shopping, your prescription should be ready for you to pick up, and you haven't purchased any additional items that you don't need unless you fell for some of the other traps that we've talked about. The sixth trap is placing unrelated items in the same aisle together. However, these are items that you would likely use together, and it encourages impulse buying. So they try to make it more convenient for you, but it's not necessarily more affordable. So an example of this is that you may find charcoal by your frozen hamburger patties or by the hot dogs because they're trying to encourage you to pick up both items. But keep in mind that you may not need both items. Another example of this is the cheese dip that is by the tortilla chips. So if you ever notice that you'll have a whole section of chips, and then there are these random dips and cheeses that are by the tortilla chips as well, as opposed to being in the cheese aisle or strictly by the dips in the refrigerated section. So just pay attention. They're trying to place items that you may likely use together so that you will purchase both items instead of just one. The seventh trap of the grocery store is that they move items around frequently. This gets on my last nerve because I want to know where the item is that I'm looking for, okay? Don't go moving it around. So every single month that I come into the store, it's in a different spot. That is annoying, but they do that on purpose. The store doesn't want you to get too used to knowing where your items are, because you'll just go in, you'll go to the areas where you know your items are, you'll grab those and you'll leave. They want to move the items around. It's gonna cause you to search through the store a little bit because you don't know where your item is, right? So now you need to find it. And in the process of you looking for the item, you're passing new items, you're passing items that are on sale, you're passing items that are on those end cap displays. And their hope is that you will grab 1, 2, 10 new items on your way to searching for that one thing that you were looking for. So let me know in the comments below if this happens at your grocery store. When you go grocery shopping, do you notice that they are often moving the items around? The eighth grocery store trap is music. Can you remember the last time that you were at the grocery store if they were playing music in the background? I bet you they were. And what were they playing? Probably some slow music that had you in a groove that you were unconsciously even singing to. Y'all, it's a setup. It's a setup. Some studies say that grocery stores play slow music to get you to slow down in the store, take your time, grab more items, and spend more money. So be conscious of this when you're in the store. You know, you can sing along, you can dance, but don't let this trap get you and cause you to spend more money than you need to. Sing and dance and get on out the store. The ninth trap is buying in bulk. We all seem to think that just because we're purchasing something in bulk that we're getting the best value and getting the most bang for our buck. And that is not always the case. To determine if the bulk price is the best, pay attention to the tag. And on the tag, you want to see what the unit price is. So this is the price per ounce or the price per unit. So each piece of whatever bulk item is, if you're buying a thing of bulk toilet paper, what is the price per unit or per toilet paper roll? So then you want to compare the price of the bulk item unit price to the unit price of items that are not in bulk and see which one is the best value. Let's say with the toilet paper example, with the bulk toilet paper, that the price per toilet paper roll is 47 cents. And then you compare it to a smaller thing of toilet paper. It can even be the same brand, guys. Pay attention to this. And the smaller brand is actually 39 cents per toilet paper roll. Well, the best value in this case would be the smaller thing of toilet paper. So that is the one that you would want to pick up. And you can do this with multiple things. It's not just the toilet paper. You want to compare the unit price of each item to get the most bang for your buck. And the 10th trap at the grocery store is the checkout lanes, or the areas by the registers. This section of the grocery store is the most profitable area for them. So they have thousands of items everywhere else in the store, and this little bitty area at the registers when you're checking out is most profitable for them. Why is this? Because you have to wait in line to check out. And as you wait, you're sifting and looking at the different magazines. You might grab an extra magazine. You might grab a candy bar, something cold to drink because now you're parched as you have done your grocery shopping. And so you need to quench your thirst, so you grab that. Or you grab a new lip balm that you didn't need. Or even some super glue, because there's always super glue at the checkout for whatever reason. The point is that they have enticed you to purchase additional items that you did not intend on it. So how do we get over this trap? We go to the shortest line, or we go to self-checkout, and we get out of the store. Get out of the store. Okay, so those are the 10 traps at the grocery store. Have you been trapped or tricked by the grocery store? Have any of these things been relevant for you? I'm sure they have. If not one or all of them have been relevant, because grocery stores are constantly doing these things to get us to spend more money in their stores. Before you go, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you'll be notified of any future uploads that I have. I do upload a new video every single week, and it is pertaining to saving you money in some fashion. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy saving!